comes a day in our lives when we all have to work for a living one way or another. Well, except if you're the offspring of a filthy rich millionaire and you don't have to worry for a thing. But the rest of us still need to do something to take care for the next meal, right? It's crazy to see sometimes how resourceful people can be when it comes down to making some money. Stay tuned and be amazed. This video will unravel a couple of weird jobs, 5 of them to be more specific, that you can try for a living or maybe just enjoy hearing about them. Animal sperm collector. What? You didn't think these kinds exist? Well, they exist, and the meat resulting in your McDonald's burger might come after such a procedure. But don't look so surprised, because this might be the case for most of the meat we're getting. Sperm collecting has become a standard procedure with the present high demand of meat and dairy. People want to make sure that every single calf is born, and artificial insemination is the key for it. This procedure is applied also to horses and even elephants. No wonder with their rate of extinction. While you think your job sucks, these people are spending their days tricking animals into thinking they're going to have a little bit of sex. And then when the action is about to happen, they grab the animal's penis and stick it into a fake vagina. That's pure evil. This job is neither easier nor very pleasant at that, but if you really love animals, I guess you can do it too. There are, of course, risks that come along with this job. Imagine a full-size bull falling over you or an elephant. Still, there are people performing it and quite a lot of them. You would need, of course, some skill to take care of such an important job, but hey, with enough passion, everything can be achieved, right? If you think this is gross, just think that people working in this field can earn up to $55,000 per year. This is not a little money when you consider the current state of our economy. Fortune cookies letter writer. We all enjoy our fortune cookies, right? I know I do. And even if we don't really take the message written on that little piece of paper for real, it's fun to read that little piece of wisdom that's supposed to say something about you. It looked like writing those little notes is a job, and some people are doing just that for a living. Imagine inspiring thousands of people or even more with your words stuck in a cookie. We all have a dream, and if you're dreaming of becoming a writer, you don't need to write a bestseller from the first night, but rather start small with just a few fortune cookie notes. You can't complain you won't get work if you decide to get involved with the business, because people consume millions of fortune cookies a day only in the United States. This can prove to be one of the best jobs for students who aspire to become writers one day and have to study at the same time. But you can also make a career out of it if you're really good at it and your words inspire people in ways others can't. The requirements of this job include flawless grammar, but other than that, you don't really need any diploma as long as your mind is creative enough so that your every note is different from the previous ones. These kinds of jobs usually include freelancing, and this is another plus because you get the freedom a regular job does not allow. And if you're good, you can make $25,000 per year or even $30,000. So start putting your mind to work and make some fortune money. Breath testers. When you hear the words breath and tester put together, you probably instantly think that it's going to be some kind of device the police use to see if you're really drunk or not. There are those too, but this time we're talking about real people. There are people who smell other people's mouths for a living, and they're doing pretty well too. Most professional breath testers are affiliated to large companies, who usually manufacture toothpaste, chewing gum, or mouthwash. Their job accounts for reviewing different products that have not been placed on the market yet and need to still be thoroughly analyzed and tested. The job requirements in this case are simple, and all you need to have is a very sensitive nose and the availability to look into people's mouths on a daily basis. So, now when you buy a new toothpaste or some fancy tasting chewing gum, remember that some people sniffed a lot of it just to make sure you get a smooth sensation and the best flavor. If you are a proficient sniffer, you can really make a living out of this job and earn some good money if you work for large companies like Colgate or other giants. The paycheck at the end of the year can sum up more than $25,000. Snake milkers or venom collectors. Another unusual job that got the honor to find itself onto our list, snake milker. Yes, you heard it well. There are people who are milking snakes. Isn't that crazy? Of course, they're not milking them for actual milk. Everyone knows that snakes don't give us milk. They'd rather give us deadly bites. Anyway, this is the reason why this profession exists in the first place, so that people who get bitten by a snake get another chance to life. Speaking about rough sensations, this is one of the craziest jobs there is, because your fingers are literally millimeters away from the snake's mouths and those deadly fangs that can secrete venom capable of basically coagulating your blood inside your veins. At this moment, there are around 400 species of venomous snakes out there, out of a 2,000 count of total species. So there's a good chance people get bitten on a daily basis, especially if you live in the hotter areas of the globe, such as Mexico or the famous Australia. Besides its bad reputation, snake venom is quite a unique substance that can be used in the manufacture of antivenoms and other cures. Thus, you would do a great service to humanity if you ever decided to take on this unique and challenging job. Your workplace will be called a serpentarium. Cool name, isn't it? If only it wasn't filled with deadly crawling creatures. And you'll spend most of the time there monitoring and handling the snakes through the process of extraction. The coolest part comes when you need to actually massage the snake's venom glands so you can milk it of its precious substance. Then, all you need to do is stick the snake's fangs through a piece of latex placed over a jar and voila! You have finally milked it. Another thing a snake milker needs to do is help his pet creatures procreate so that he gets to milk more creatures in the future, thus collect more venom. This is no ordinary job indeed, and you need a special degree to perform it, such as a degree in biology, chemistry, or you need to be specialized in herpetology, which deals with the study of snakes in particular. Milking snakes might seem a dangerous job, but you get to make real money, around $30,000 per year, and play with death on a daily basis. Isn't this a bargain? Anyway, if you enjoy handling deadly creatures on a daily basis, this is the job to consider for the future. Plus, the satisfaction of saving lives on a daily basis, I believe it can be bought with money. Professional TV watcher. Watching TV has become part of our modern culture, and even if we watch it for a couple of minutes a day, or a couple of hours, or just the news, we all do it. Well, nowadays you can even work as a professional TV watcher, if I can call it that, and I bet those who love a good binging night are all eyes and ears right now. This is the sort of job that anyone can do, since you don't need any special degree or qualification to just sit in front of the TV and watch various shows. The thing is, they are paying for your reaction to their show because the people in show business are after people's watching habits. When they pay you to watch their shows, they're getting back the upper hand in a fearful competition with other shows and televisions. Don't get me wrong, for you, it might seem a simple task to just sit there and watch. But for them, these reports given by people who are hired to watch are like gold mines, because these people get to know what's hot and what's not. This competition between networks and directors can make your activity as a TV viewing rep very profitable, and enjoying at the same time. Watching experiences will always be subjective, whether you want it or not, so getting paid for your impressions does not sound that bad after all. The key with this job is to have an analytical mind and be able to process lots of things that need to be broken down and reported later. You will not be able to fall asleep during a movie or show, as we all do every once in a while when we are too tired, because this is your job after all, right? And you don't want to get fired. The TV viewing rep phenomenon is growing constantly as networks and film directors are fighting harshly to draw the audience on their side. And even if right now there aren't too many opportunities to land such a job, the future sounds promising. This business can prove to be quite lucrative since the average salary for a job like this stands around $60,000. So, what are you waiting for? Get your analytics in order and start making some money. This video you watched today is just a little taste of what's out there. After all, we're all looking for a job, looking for a good deal that will make our life worth living. While some get stuck with the social paradigm, there are those who have the courage to take life into their own hands and try those unorthodox things with the hope of finding or getting something better. Getting all of our prejudices aside and doing what it takes to succeed is the end game after all, and all that matters at the end of the day is what we accomplish. We hope you've enjoyed this video and that you stay connected with us for next time for other inspiring and uncommon stories. This was the TipTop channel by Showrop Productions. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you want to stay tuned to the most interesting and thrilling facts and stories. Please, like if you enjoyed the video and share with your friends on social networks. Take care everyone, and we'll see you next time.